Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am TheChornick. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the 2016 XY&Z Preview. Yes, we're also going to talk about, the future episodes, X, Y, and Z, and in 2016, what's going to happen? Well, we're going to find out soon enough, but first we got the preview for the first couple episodes in 2016, and I meant to do this video earlier, but oh well, I'm doing it now. But there's so much to talk about from what we saw in the trailers and everything, and so let me dive right into those and I'll discuss what I think and all that good stuff. So anyway, the first thing that we saw in the preview was the little dancing competition. Looked like kind of like a competition contest, or maybe they're just dancing with each other, But the thing that a lot of people are upset about is that Ash was dancing with Miette and not with Serena. And I know more shipping and all that good stuff, but again, a lot of people have speculated that Ash does dance with Serena. But maybe it's one of those dances where you trade partners and stuff. And that could be true, but I don't know quite sure about that. But then we have Serena dancing with Clement and the Pokemon dancing with each other. But later we see that Ash and Serena are facing Miette and somebody else. I couldn't see who the other person was that they were facing off against, but it looks like Ash and Serena were teaming up, and I like that. I like how that happened there. It seems to be the same episode, and it seems that Eevee is evolving to Sylveon. Big whoop. I mean, to be honest, that was like, I kind of saw it coming. Everyone knew that Eevee was going to evolve into Sylveon. It was pretty obvious. But yes, Eevee evolving to Sylveon, that's not really too big of a deal for me because I knew that was going to happen. So it wasn't too big of a surprise. This early, though, I guess that's kind of a surprise, but the fact that it's evolving to Sylveon, that's not really that big of a surprise, really. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. So, yeah, the same episode, Eevee evolving, I guess. And then it looked like it's either the same episode or it's like some episode in the future where Serena is going to do her next try Pokemon. And it might be with Sylveon in either the same episode or another episode in the future. That hasn't really clarified yet. But it looks pretty sweet. It looks like Sylveon and Serena, and looks like Braixen will be starring, and even Pancham. And Pancham will be finishing off with his break dancing. But yes, it looks like they might win that one and win their third key finale. But we also saw the Kalos Queen, Arion, whatever her name is. We see her, and we see her dancing with that one guy. God, I can't believe I forget his name already. But Pierre, whatever his name is. Anyway, so they're dancing together. So I'm guessing it's the same episode. And she's up in the stands watching the battle with Serena Ash versus Miette and that other person. But anyway, so that was pretty cool. So we see her. We also see that it looks like the old woman girl and Arion are going to talk to Serena probably throughout this episode also. So this is going to be a really big episode that's coming up really shortly. Anyway, later in the future, we also were shown that Team Rocket's defending the blue Zygarde core brain thing. They're defending it against Team Flare, so it looks like we're going to have a Team Rocket versus Team Flare. We even see Giovanni, so looks like Giovanni wasn't shattered to pieces by that preview we saw where Pikachu unleashed its gigantic Electro Ball into Giovanni's face and shattered him to pieces. It looks like he wasn't really shattered to pieces. Looks like he just blew up or something and then came back to life or something like that. But anyway, so looks like he's coming back. He might have something to do. Maybe Team Rocket, Team Flare, because we didn't get to have a Team Rocket, Team Plasma thing back in Black and White. But hopefully, maybe we even see, caught something in my throat. Maybe even see something between those two teams, a huge battle soon enough in the 2016 season of X, Y, and Z. But ladies and gentlemen, so that was pretty cool. Team Rocket was defending the blue Zygarde core from the Team Flare, and so they look like they were holding them off pretty well. And but then the blue Zygarde brain core thing, whatever you want to call it, evolves into the 50% Zygarde, which basically, as we've seen so many other times, so it looks like there's two Zygarde core, the red and the blue, and I guess they form together to make the 100%. But anyway, which we'll see that later, way down in the future. But we see this 50% Zygarde core. He's like about to just wreck Team Flare, but then all of a sudden Alan comes in and just like blasts him with his Charizard, and so I'm guessing that that was a pretty huge moment. That was a really big surprise for me. So maybe Alan will keep Zygarde from doing what it was about to do and all that, but we have to make we'll see for sure, obviously, when that time comes. But that's pretty interesting. It's kind of funny to see a protagonist be, or cool I should say, to see a protagonist be an antagonist in this kind of situation. But anyway, we also see the next thing, the final thing that I think that we saw from this preview that I think I still need to touch upon is the Charizard versus Greninja. Ash Greninja versus Mega Charizard X. Yes, Ash versus Alan. Oh my gosh, everyone has been like thinking about this, thinking it was going to happen, and obviously I kind of knew it was going to happen eventually. And to my predictions prior to this preview, I thought that Ash would just whoop Alan's butt. Like, I thought he would just destroy him, mainly because I thought he was using his Charizard, but no, he's using his Greninja. But so Charizard Y isn't, guaranteed or confirmed to come and join Ash's team. So I'm guessing that that's not going to happen now because Ash has Ash Greninja. So, but even still, this battle looked epic. Looked like a pretty close match. It's kind of really hard to say who's gonna win this one. Maybe it's gonna be one of those matches where, like, kind of how like Ash and Clement had, where it doesn't end because something happens. And I think I'd be fine with that, especially if it builds up for a future episode where they clash again. But from the way the ending looked with Charizard slamming the ground, it looked like Alan and Mega Charizard X were gonna win this one. So I don't know, but it's getting close. But pretty freaking darn epic. Now, quick recap. We saw Sylveon evolve. I think it's evolving after the battle because it looked like it was down and defeated. And Pikachu looked like it was down and defeated. And I was kind of pissed about that. I'm like, wait, Ash is in the battle. How are they freaking lose against me yet? Like, that didn't make any sense to me. But we just actually have to see. Maybe Pikachu is down, maybe he's not. Maybe Eevee evolves before, but it looks like it's after, so it looks like they lose that battle, which doesn't make any sense to me. But later, I don't know if Team Rocket is like the protagonist, the defending Zygarde, the blue one, or are they like just protecting it for their own means, for Team Rocket, for Giovanni. But in this case, because Alan like wiped it out from attacking Team Flare, I'm guessing that Team Rocket is the protagonist in this situation because it looks like Zygarde Core, the blue one, seemed to prefer Team Rocket from the previews we saw. Now, in terms of Charizard and Greninja in their battle, do you guys think that this is gonna be the only battle between the two? Do you think Ash is gonna have a rematch against Alan, or Alan's gonna have a rematch against Ash, whoever wins? I guess it depends on how this match ends in the first place and how it became about in the first place as well, because how did they even get to know each other? We didn't even see that. Did Alan witness synchro evolution? I can't even say that. You know what I mean? Evolution with Ash and Greninja, and it was like, hey, I wanted to face that. That's not Mega Evolution. I want to top that. So he wanted to face Ash. Or did Ash witness something from Alan with Mega Charizard and wanted to face him? I really kind of want to know how this came about and why they're fighting. But obviously we'll see more into that once we get further into the future. But thanks guys for watching. I love you all. Please post all your questions, comments, and everything else down below in the comment section. I love you all, and peace out. Thank you very much.